Guys, today I'm taking a look at some kind of Ferrari of the gaming mouse market. Well, at least in terms of colors, it sure is. But even when it comes to pricing, there are some similarities, albeit not as extreme. This, my dear friends, could very well be the ultimate rat of all gaming mouse out there. Let me introduce you the A.T. 8 Plus ADV by Mad Catz, the ADV most likely being the abbreviation for advanced. Anyway, today's mouse brings quite a bunch of features to the table, not only customization and quality, but also ergonomically, even though that might seem not to be the case at all at first glance, due to the interesting shape of this thing. After all, who'd want to use a mouse shaped like this? These were exactly my first thoughts I had when I first had the pleasure of testing a Mad Catz mouse. At the end of the day, I was convinced of quite the contrary. It ended up being very comfortable. Of course, you could now also name the cheating aspect of this A.T. 8 Plus Advanced, if you will, since if you reprogram those buttons cleverly, you could end up with an advantage on your side in-game. Of course, I'm not going to take the moral high ground, instead I'll just focus on the technical aspect of it. Now, how much money do you have to shell out for this A.T. 8 Plus Advanced? Hold on tight, a whopping $110 at the time of this video. For a gaming mouse, that's quite the steep price. So honestly, Mad Catz really need to deliver their A-game with this one in order to impress us at the end of the day. The majority of it is mind-blowingly good, I'd say, but not all is good about the mouse, in my opinion. We'll get to that in this video. Right away, a solid eye-catcher is the type of packaging and presentation of the mouse, even though me being the half caveman I am, had some issues getting this properly unboxed without damaging the packaging. Besides the Ferrari red glossy gaming mouse, included also are 4 additional interchangeable parts for the A.T. 8 Plus Advanced to allow for more personalized ergonomics. Quick start guides and whatnot are also included. Aesthetically, such an input device like a mouse always is subject to preference, but what matters more, in my humble opinion, is the comfort, how well such a mouse fits one's hand. And as mentioned earlier before, despite this rodent by Mad Catz looking quite uncomfortable, once you get the chance to put your hands on it, you'll change your opinion right away. But that of course is also somewhat dependent on the individual user. Besides top-notch specs, namely Catz R.A.T PMW 3389 Pro sensor, up to 20,000 dpi, 2000 Hz polling rate, 400 IPS tracking speed, as well as an immensely long switch life of 60 million clicks, there's also a lot of customization offered. On the mouse's bottom end, integrated is some sort of mini hex key, which we can use to do some adjusting on various parts of the mouse. First stop, a weight adjustment system consisting of 3 weights. However, since I've been using a super lightweight mouse the last few months, today's A.T. 8 Plus Advanced with these 3 weights attached feels quite heavy to me, too heavy I'd even say. With the weights removed, all feels right again for me. But understandably, that's completely subjective and simply comes down to taste. With the help of the hex key, we can easily adjust the thumb rest to our liking. For our pinky finger on the right, there are even interchangeable rests we can go for, the better one being the one with a rubberized grip. But even for the mouse back or rather palm rest, we get some interchangeable parts. One of which comes with more height, for me personally unusable, and one fairly neutral, low one with a rubberized texture, my personal favorite. The good thing about it all is that these customizations can be done in a matter of seconds without the need for any additional tools. Nicely done indeed. What may not be everyone's cup of tea is the glossy plastic surface of the mouse. The build quality appears to be very high. The mainframe, or rather bottom part of the A.T. 8 Plus Advanced, is out of thick, robust metal. With the stock rest configuration, we are talking of 5 feet on the bottom, which do indeed allow for some smooth gliding, especially on soft mouse mats. This A.T. comes equipped with a total of 11 reprogrammable buttons. Besides the stock configured DPI rocker, to the left of the main left mouse button is another useful button. Out of the box, it acts as a profile switch. We get 4 profiles on here. Needless to say, everything is fully reprogrammable on here. Back and forward buttons as well as a so-called precision aim button are also on board. And a neat little implementation for the light cheaters among you could end up being that thumb barrel. This in some instances could greatly benefit you. Let's say you want to quickly and conveniently lean out of your hiding spot to get a nice clean shot at your opponent. That of course takes some training. Lo and behold, there's even some RGB lighting to be witnessed, albeit a fairly subtle implementation of it. Once you have the piece of software installed for the A.D.V 8+ Advanced, you can easily change colors and effects, as well as all sorts of settings. You not only have the option to go through your usual settings, such as DPI, polling rate and so on, but things such as the lift-off distance and mouse angle too. So if you happen to grab a mouse in such a weird way as I am doing, adjusting the angle is a huge advantage, since this can greatly help with getting straight horizontal lines across the screen when holding a mouse in a weird angle. Thank you, Mad Catz, for not forgetting about the weirdos like I am and implementing that feature. What can there be said about the quality of these switches? Other than with many other high-end gaming mice, we do not get the usual Omron switches with this particular model. Instead, Mad Catz decided to go with ones by the manufacturer/brand name of Zippy. That is, if I'm not mistaken on this one. This is how these switches sound like. The performance for getting work done, such as video editing, but also for gaming, is very good, although there also are other, cheaper, more affordable high-quality mice out there. Where this A.D.V 8+ Advanced differs from many other models is the sheer amount of features it comes with, and most likely quality, or rather endurance, lifespan. And huge focus has been put on user customization. We can do lots of adjusting, set different angles, reprogram buttons, and swap out different rests until we drop with our eyes closed. In my case, what did bother me slightly though, in terms of comfort, is that hex key that can be taken out of the rat's end. This, however, 90% is due to the way I handle and grip the mouse. It's what nightmares are made of. Why do I even grip mice like that? But hey, even in my odd case, the hex key simply can't be removed from the mouse and be stored away safely somewhere else. And voila, comfort makes a return. Unfortunately, I'm having a bit of a hard time judging and rating the price-to-performance ratio of this Mad Catz R.A.T 8+ Advanced. I mean, we are being offered a lot. This sure does cost money, no doubt, but at the end of the day, you have to decide for yourselves whether or not your money is well spent here. With input devices, coming to conclusions is not always an easy job. After all, it also comes down to the product's lifespan. Only a long-term test can give us answers to that though. Now, if you have some money that's waiting to be spent and you want to treat yourselves with one of the coolest gaming mice on the block, I can definitely steer you into the direction of the A.D.V 8+ Advanced by Mad Catz, a mouse well worth recommending. With that being said, take care everyone, and thanks a lot for watching.